Hello, dear students. Good morning and welcome to the class today. How are you all doing? I know you all are doing fine, and I hope your examinations have gone well. So we are starting with this. Not starting actually, I just wanted, because of the examinations, hurriedly we have completed this chapter. So somewhere it was there in my mind that when we will be starting again with the classes after your half yearly examinations, so I just needed to brief you some points from this chapter, globalization and the Indian economy. One of the very important chapters, as you all know. A lot of things we have discussed. I know your concept about globalization might be very clear. There is no problem in that. Got it? So, globalization, as we have understood, it is the concept where we have understood how the world has become, or how the world has come into one market. The world is totally, confined into one category, and we have to see and we have to understand that this process that had happened, the globalization process that had taken place, it had brought a lot of changes in the lives of the people. Yes, in the business, in the normal life, in the common person's life. So whatever we have witnessed, whatever we have seen, we need to understand it in detail. कर लिया है, काफी कुछ कर लिया है, but just point wise, topic wise, certain things were there that I wanted to discuss. Got it? So the first thing that we all have done, where we have understood the concept of globalization, which was talking about, the first thing that we were talking about is the major process, production across the countries. Got it? So when this production process happens, got it? When on a large scale production is happening, at that time we understand that the MNCs that are there, because till 20th century what was happening, प्रोडक्शन जो भी हो रहा था, जो भी सामान मैन्युफैक्चर हो रहा था, whatever production was happening, it was inside the country itself, within the country. लेकिन इसके बाद क्या हुआ कि फूड स्टफ, फिनिश प्रोडक्ट, colonies, it majorly in India it had started. We have linked history with economics. Got it? So when we are linking history and economics, we need to understand that how this production process have changed and what world scenario had happened. Okay? So production across countries, when it started, and it has majorly started after the coming of the Britishers in India. India की बात फिलहाल कर रही हूँ. I am talking about the example, I am taking the example of India, where we have understood that India had exported raw materials, food stuff, and imported finished goods. Trade was happening. That was the main channel. Distant countries were connected, and large companies called MNCs emerged on the scene. Okay, they had come on the forefront. And what actually is an MNC? It is a company which is controlling production in one and more than one nation. Okay, MNCs have played a very important role, because the production that is happening, the manufacturing that is happening, that has involved the people in the country. पूरी तरह से लोगों का involvement रहा है, and it is because what happens is MNCs look for the places, MNCs go to the places where the cost of manufacturing is very low. And this is how the production had started in many countries. Because for the production process, there are a lot of steps that are involved. So these companies understood where production can happen at a very low cost. And we have also discussed about the example how the research centers are there in United States. Then there is Mexico, then Eastern Europe. We have understood these markets. Wherever the markets were near, wahan pe production has happened. And then you have to understand about the explanation of, be very sure about it, MNCs. Broadly, you have to describe it, okay? The MNC and its processes of manufacturing the goods. Manufacturing is happening in a very complex manner. So small parts are there, and all over the globe, MNCs have distributed its production. And what has happened is when we were discussing about examples, we discussed about China. China is the place where it is a cheap manufacturing location, and closeness to market ke liye Mexico is an important place, Eastern Europe is an important place. Got it? So these things in detail when we have discussed, we have understood that India has got some of the great human resource. India is providing human resource all over the world. Human resource wahi pe aadmi jata hai where they get proper output. Because what happens is कि human resource के ऊपर if a person is investing, अगर कोई आदमी इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, so he will want, if a person is being paid a salary of a crore, of 70 lakh, 80 lakh, so they will want that the person should work to that extent also. Got it? India mein highly skilled engineers are there. They are understanding the technical aspects of production, and English speaking youth is also there. They can provide customer care services. All these things are there, which is making the manufacturing process very easy. Okay. Then पहला तो है कि पहला production is happening all over the world. पूरी दुनिया में the production is happening. The next that is important is interlinking of this production. Interlinking. ठीक है, अलग अलग कंट्रीज में अगर प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है उसको एक ही जगह पे लाके मार्केटिंग करना, and then looking for the benefits and looking for the output, that is also one of the very important things. Got it? Interlinking production across countries. So what example we have discussed in this? The MNCs are going to different countries where low cost of production is there, where e-market is easily available, low cost of labor is there. So, and government, of course, whichever country they are going, they will be looking for government favors, where the government is supporting the MNCs to all the extent they can. Got it? So that is there. After that, what happens is in this one thing that we need to understand is investment and foreign investment. How we have discussed a lot about investment, तो आपको इसको explain करना है. Foreign investment is कि बाहर की countries आके invest कर रही है. So that is there. इसमें we have also discussed about the example of whenever you talk about investment without, I told you economics and geography are two subjects, political science. जहाँ पे without examples your answers will remain incomplete. So when you talk about investment and foreign investment, then you need to mention about Cargill Foods. Got it? How Cargill Foods have collaborated with the Parak Foods and oil refinery they have set up, and it has really benefited a lot. Production is getting interlinked, because interlinking की जब हमने बात की, when we talked about the example of interlinking, so this was the best example where the Cargill Food had made agreement with the Parak Foods, and now they are the largest producers of refined oil. Got it? So MNCs are increasing their production. Foreign investment, हमने इसमें भी also discussed about examples में we discussed about Cargill Food, we also discussed about Ford Motors. Yeah, they have made agreement with Mahindra and Mahindra. Yeah, how they have made arrangements with Mahindra and Mahindra, and they have done really well. Now, the next topic that we have done is foreign trade and integration of markets. Please understand. Foreign trade and markets are integrated, na? Markets are brought to one. Okay. So foreign trade, though, of course, connecting the countries are being connected through foreign trade. Trade routes are there, South Asia to markets both in East and West. Extensive trade has happened. So foreign trade में if we put it simply, if we see it in a very simple language, foreign trade is creating an opportunity for the producers to reach beyond domestic market. The producers who are there, some of them are doing really well. So they have launched their products in the local markets. अपनी country में तो they have captured the markets, but then going beyond the country also is one of the major parts of the MNCs, of the production that is happening on a very large scale. Got it? Similarly, what is there? कि import of goods से क्या होता है कि choices also increase. Domestic goods are available as well as the outside goods. I mean international products are also available in the domestic market. जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे अमेरिका के लंदन का सामान मिलता है, वैसे ही उन कंट्रीज में भी मेड इन इंडिया सामान मिलता है. So that is the choice, and that is the way markets are expanded. So here we have discussed about the example of Chinese toys. Chinese toys in India. Got it? So we discussed about the Chinese toys and Chinese manufacturing that is happening. It is a good opportunity exporting toys to India. जहां पे कि toys are available at a very low cost. So when they have started exporting the toys to India, अभी तो खाली toys नहीं है, China से we are procuring many other things other than toys, isn't it? Yes. तो क्या होता है? There are a lot of positive points as well as some negative points as also. क्या है कि Chinese toys have captured the Indian markets, and Indian and Chinese toys के बीच में a lot of competition is there. Chinese toys are better. तो Indian buyers क्या है? सस्ता सामान हमेशा किसको नहीं पसंद आता? Who doesn't like goods which are available at low cost? So the Indian people, what did they do? They have opted for the Chinese toys. As a result, what has happened that the Indian markets are finished. Indian markets are nowhere. Indian markets are facing losses. ये एक problem हो जाती है. तो foreign trade से one problem that is there कि connecting the markets, integrating the markets in different countries. अलग अलग countries में क्या होता है? The markets come together. where international products are also easily available. Got it? That is there, one of the very important points. After that, we have understood about the major concept of globalization. Actually, what is globalization? Okay. So when we have understood this, when we are talking about this, what is globalization, we need to understand that MNCs, of course, all over the world, they are looking for markets, and they are looking for integration of production, and they are looking for expansion of their business and getting foreign trade easily. प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे कहाँ आती है कि जैसे कि when the foreign countries are foreign companies are coming and investing in any country, they want maximum profit. Maximum profit अर्न करने के चक्कर में क्या होता है कि लोकल लोगों का, the local people start facing losses, नुकसान होने लगता है आम आदमी का. तो what is happening is कि most of the MNCs they involve trade in goods and also services. Both the things are counted ना, खाली सामान मार्केट में नहीं उतारना है. There are the people who are working and collaborating with these MNCs. ये भी चीज हम लोगों को ध्यान रखना है. ओके, तो इसमें the explanation that was there which we have already discussed, आपके बुक में भी दिया हुआ है, जब भी आप देखोगे, it is the process of integration or interconnection between countries. All the countries are integrated, all the countries are connected. It is the process through which rapid integration and interconnection is there in between all the countries. इसके बाद goods and services are there, investment and technology are moving between countries. So in India we are getting the services of America. America mein they are getting the services of India. Market is there. In India we have got the multinational company corporations are there, which have their outlets all over. जितने भी malls हैं वहां पे you have money, you can go and purchase any kind of foreign made goods. Profitable for them, profitable for you as well. भाई ऐसा थोड़ी कि everybody doesn't have money. Those who have money, they can easily procure it, isn't it? So why not go for an international product? Why not expand the market and avail the services of the international products? Okay. So here we have the major things that we have discussed in this globalization process. We have understood about it. The next topic that was there was about the factors that have enabled globalization. Factors that enabled globalization. We need to understand it कि ये जो globalization process is happening, इसमें कुछ तो चीजें होंगी. Some things might be there which is really helpful. And the first thing that is helping in globalization is, of course, without any doubt, technology. Got it? This technology is playing a very important role. Rapid improvement is there in technology, major factor that has stimulated or increased the globalization process. Okay, and several improvement is there for transportation technology also. पहले क्या होता था, goods taking it to the outside market was a tough task, but now it has become very simple. It has become easy. So faster delivery of goods is there across long distances. दूर तक आराम से सामान जा रहा है. Another technology may be the major important part is played by information and Communication Technology, ICT. टेक्नोलॉजी के बिना आजकल तो कुछ पॉसिबल नहीं है, एंड अभी तो एग्जाम्पल क्या बताया जाए, everything has come online, so you can understand what important role technology is playing. अभी देखो सिंपल सी एक बात दिमाग में आ रही है, जस्ट अ वेरी सिंपल थिंग इट इज कमिंग टू माय माइंड. When the schools will start, ऐसे थोड़ी हमेशा ऑनलाइन तो नहीं चलेगा, you all have to come to school. लेकिन अभी हम बहुत सारी चीजें, you all have also understood, हम भी कहेंगे कि बेटा आपको होमवर्क सारा हमने पोस्ट कर दिया स्नैप होमवर्क पे, चेक इट फ्रॉम द स्नैप होमवर्क, चेक इट ऑन द व्हाट्सएप. गॉट इट? पहले क्या था, हम क्लासेस में ही सारी इंफॉर्मेशन, वी यूज टू गिव ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन इन द क्लास ओनली. अभी भी क्लास में देंगे, लेकिन देन we are now connected, we will be now connected through technology also, isn't it? So telecommunications, computer, internet, all these examples, please mention about these examples. Got it? लेकिन यहाँ क्या होता है, one place we had seen using IT in globalization, where we have understood how the magazine was produced in India and material was coming from London. Okay. Another important topic that we have discussed is liberalization. Liberalization policy, you know, Indian government is putting a tax on import of toys. क्या होगा उससे? Chinese toys no longer be as cheap in the Indian markets, and import from China will automatically come down. Indian toys makers will prosper when we will be imposing restrictions on the foreign companies and the foreign trade. तो अल्टीमेटली क्या होगा, हमारे को प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, आवर मार्केट्स विल फ्लरिश. ओके, तो लिबरलाइजेशन में समथिंग दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. भाई पहले अपना कंट्री संभालेंगे ना, दूसरी कंट्रीज की हम प्रॉफिट को क्यों देखेंगे? First, we need to talk about profit of our countries. We need to talk about the benefits that our producers and our people should get. So, in this way, what we are doing is we are putting trade barriers. We need to put it. Trade barriers are there. Got it? Abhi, barrier it is called because it is putting on restrictions. Government is using trade barrier, increase और अपना foreign trade को regulate करने के लिए these trade barriers are required. और अभी तो lot of examples are there. Got it? आपको पता ही होगा. Removing barriers or restrictions set by government. Liberalization क्या है? Trade barrier is removed, ठीक है, और restrictions is very clear. What do you think? होना चाहिए कि नहीं होना चाहिए? Of course होना चाहिए. Why should our country people face problems? हाँ, हमको देखना है कि पहले अपनी कंट्री का बिजनेस आगे लेके जाएंगे कि पहले फॉरेन कंट्रीज का ही बिजनेस संभालेंगे. ओके, सो मच लेस रेस्ट्रिक्शंस आर देयर देन बिफोर, एंड इट इज सेड टू बी मोर लिबरलाइजेशन इज देयर. ओके, then we have the World Trade Organization. We discussed a lot about the World Trade Organization, what role it plays. इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होना चाहिए ना, विच कैन कंट्रोल एंड विच कैन लुक आफ्टर द कंप्लीट ट्रांजैक्शंस एंड द ट्रेड दैट इज हैपनिंग. तो WTO इट इज सपोज टू अलाउ फ्री ट्रेड हर जगह पे, मतलब इट इज सेइंग कि द कंट्री शुड बी लिबरल. Liberalization policies should be implemented properly. Every country should get a chance to improve. Every country should get I mean, they should get proper support from the government and from the countries so that सबको आगे बढ़ने का मौका मिले. ठीक है. अभी यहाँ पे the present government has given वेरी नाइस स्लोगन, सबका साथ सबका विकास. लेकिन सबका साथ का मतलब ये नहीं है कि फॉरेन कंट्रीज डेवलप कर रहे हैं और हम पीछे रह जाएं. ओके, वी हैव टू सी टू इट कि अपने कंट्री के प्रोडक्ट, पहला हमको अपने कंट्री का बेनिफिट देखना है, देन वी हैव टू सी. And impact of globalization in India, this was one of the most important topics, impact of globalization in India. We need to understand it. Negative भी है, positive भी है. Lot of negative impact has also been there. सबसे पहले कि क्या हुआ है कि industries where the MNCs are investing, they are looking for their own benefit first. So what is the next concept that we have understood is, it is SEZ, says. What it says? Got it? So special economic zones have been created. These are being set up so that the world-class facilities are available to the MNCs. Companies who set up production units, got it? And says they do not have to pay taxes for the initial period of 5 years. बहुत बेनिफिट होता है. तो गवर्नमेंट हैज अलाउड most of the companies have been allowed to ignore many of these. And workers are hired on regular basis. Companies are hiring workers flexibly. शॉर्ट पीरियड के लिए हायर करते हैं, लेकिन these companies are very smart. They don't employ permanent employees कि हाँ जिंदगी भर का ठेका थोड़ी लिया है. They will always keep the employees in contract 3 साल के लिए, 5 साल के लिए. Foreign companies are demanding more flexibility because labor laws in our country is very strict. अन्याय किसी के साथ भी हम नहीं होने देते हैं. ओके, तो टॉप इंडियन कंपनीज हैव रियली established themselves. लेकिन इसमें क्या हुआ है, स्मॉल प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड स्मॉल वर्कर्स हैव पेरिश्ड, गायब हो गए हैं. Got it? Lot of rising competition is there. 2-3 examples are given related to the foreign trade, the impact of the MNCs, the impact of the foreign trade in India. I'll just show it to you in the book itself. मैं आपको बुक में ही दिखा देती हूँ so that the examples are very clear to you. Got it? चलो, I'll just show it to you and it would be more clear. So students, just now I told you about the SEZ, Special Economic Zones. I'll just show it to you. ये देखो यहाँ पे it is mentioned. सेज में क्या है, वर्ल्ड क्लास फैसिलिटीज आर देयर. अभी स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन में एक नाम मैं बताऊंगी, गुड़गांव. ऑल द इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज, आप गुड़गांव जो भी गया है, दोज हु हैव सीन गुड़गांव, you know that is called as special economic zones. World class facilities, but then cost of living is very high. बहुत, I mean, you really, the people really have to pay a lot of money for हर एक चीज बहुत महंगी होती है, because it is international ना. वहां पे you will find more of the outside regions and more of the outside countries which have spread themselves very properly. तो ये एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. And they are top Indian companies have been able to benefit from the competition. ग्लोबलाइजेशन से क्या हुआ है, एक चीज है, स्मॉल प्रोड्यूसर्स आर फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम, कॉम्पीट और पेरिश. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, राइजिंग कॉम्पिटिशन. अभी वन रवि का एग्जाम्पल इज गिवन दैट ही डिड नॉट एक्सपेक्ट दैट ही वुड हैव टू फेस अ क्राइसिस. रवि ने क्या किया, ही हैज टेकन अ लोन फ्रॉम द बैंक and started his own company producing capacitors 1992 in Hosur, okay, Tamil Nadu में. And what has happened is his struggle to run his company, he has to really struggle hard. क्यों हुआ है, his main clients, the television companies ने क्या हुआ, including bulk of manufacturing of television sets. तो क्या हुआ कि MNC have forced the Indian television companies. देखो ये it is mentioned here clearly for MNCs कि पार्ट्स दूसरी जगह से लाके देंगे, इंडिया में आप क्या करिएगा, खाली असेंबल कीजिएगा. So they always wanted to import. देखो it is mentioned here कि import, as the price of the imported item was half the price charged by people. Like यहाँ पे अगर आप लेंगे तो रवि will include all the manufacturing cost and everything. But in the foreign countries, the people who are exporting the goods बहुत ज्यादा compromise भी कितनी बार कर लेते हैं. तो उसको क्या हुआ, रवि को बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान हुआ. स्मॉल स्केल प्रोड्यूसर्स डू फेस लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, तो यही चीज यहां पे आपको बताई गई है. एंड देन देयर इज कंपटीशन एंड अनसर्टेन एम्प्लॉयमेंट. लॉट ऑफ कंपटीशन इज देयर. Most of the employers are preferring flexibility. That means workers' job are no longer secure. ये चाहते हैं जब मन आएगा तब वर्कर्स को निकाल देंगे. एंड वन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ सुशीला इज गिवन हियर. Online session also. This way what has happened is that work and hardship of the workers have become common to many industrial units and services. So organized sector are like the government organizations. Workers in the organized sector, like people are get the protection and benefit, like in unorganized sectors may lot of problems are there. Got it? Next class may we will be discussing the question and answers, children. Till then, thank you so much and all the best to you.